Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. Mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Monday, so it's Poetry Day. Let's get right into it. This is by Hafiz. I talk to my inner lover. I talk to my inner lover and I say, why such rush? We sense that there is some spirit that loves birds and animals and ants, perhaps the same one who gave you a radiance in your mother's womb. Is it logical you'd be walking around entirely orphaned now? The truth is you turned away yourself and decided to go into the dark alone. Now you're tangled up in others and have forgotten what you once knew. And that's why everything you do has some weird failure in it. So let's disentangle ourselves from being messed up with others and find that inner lover. All right, for my journaling writing friends, what does it mean to be addicted to booze, to food, drugs, sex, work, shopping, internet? What do you do to numb yourself in order not to feel the pain? We all have some level of denial that way. Tell me how you're dealing with it in your life. I'd be glad to share what's going on with mine. And if not, elevate the conversation with whoever you're with or write in your journal. Sometimes there's that kind of safety and anonymity of believing no one needs to see this, but I need to make my own inner world visible, at least to myself. Now, my teacher says that yoga is an ever fresh and flourishing culture. It's kept alive by practitioners in every generation. There's no hocus pocus. There's no magic like a lit candle lights an unlit candle. You get on fire, and you're the carrier in your generation. You pass it on. And yoga teaches you not only just to be relaxed or flexible, but to face the calamities of life and understand life in its depths. And that leads us to Joseph Campbell's understanding that the function of mythology is to be in tune with the universe and to stay there. That's called the participation mystique, participation mystique, that you feel everything is animated, everything's alive, you're totally bonded to the Earth Mother. And of course, the problem that we all have, which is the same as indigenous peoples had before civilization expanded and public education came, and that's the problem of overcoming the long infinite dependency, the submission to authority, and helping the person getting over how the culture exacts praise or creates taboos and makes you fear their form of discipline. To break the childhood stranglehold and allow the person to grow up to be a responsible adult, that's the whole purpose of mythology. It also teaches you in your initiation to learn enough about the value and meaning of pain so that you can be compassionate to other people. And as you grow older and become an elder, white hair does not an elder make. Being an elder has nothing to do with chronology. It has to do with the wisdom that you impart from your life experiences to other people, which I call being a distributor of medicine. Old people shouldn't be lining up to take medicine. People should be lining up in front of them to get medicine from the elder. And that, of course, means that we can extract from our life experiences the ability to bless other people. You can't fix everybody from the life lessons that you've learned. And one of the important things, I think, is for somebody who loves nature is to unburden yourself from the common prejudice that you have to go to nature to find beauty or to commune with your soul. And that nature is untouched and innocent, and the city is polluted, corrupted, co-opted. But I'm suggesting that we re-examine and revision our whole relationship to the city, which is nothing but nature transformed. And although there's an important aspect of retreat for the individual, private time, but if you go into meditation, therapy, addiction counseling, find your private sanctuaries and continue to numb yourself with entertainments and distractions, then you'll be hating the fact that you're in the city instead of I chose to be in the city because the advantages that it gives me. And find the different things in the city that represent nature. Within your house, if you have a home on your own lawn, in the park, and then occasionally you travel out of the city to renew and connect to nature in a different way. But don't reject the beauty of the city. I'll be talking about that all week. Now remember, according to psychology, a gross way of understanding people's motivations is they're introverted or extroverted. And everybody's a little of both, but let me just unpack that, at least the way I understand it. When you're an introverted person, you get jazzed by being by yourself and drained by being with other people. So you tend to not want to go out or limit your social contacts. Whereas you're an extroverted person, you feel the desert of aloneness and solitude is not great for you, but being with other people really turns you on and you get your energy nourished again. And so, of course, the real key is to learn to find balance between whatever we think these introverted and extroverted energies are, such that when you're by yourself, make good use of your private time. Turn the desert of loneliness into the garden of solitude where you have to do your work. There are certain things you got to polish your lick behind the scenes. Like Dylan says, I'll know my song well before I start singing. Or just to lick your wounds out of the public eye. And then when you do that and you're satisfied with the private time that you've created for yourself, your own little sanctuary, the healing salves in your life, then when you go out, jam with other people. It's so wonderful to see with other people. Like the rabbi says, I'm as interested in other people's thoughts, which are different than mine, just like I see everybody looks different than me. I accept everybody's way. Then your extroverted self will get filled by being with other people in social contacts. And then it'll be a nice juxtaposition to come back to that private time within you're in your own realm. Now, very, very important again, when we talk about affirmation, it's an extension of karma, which is so thought, reap, experience. This is no rubber law to be bent or twisted so that it's different for you. It's not. There's no childish excuses you can leave. You can claim. There's no lame pretenses that will change this fact. As you believe, so your experience will be, according to the thoughts that you entertain in your mind. So this is called the art of allowing, the science of deliberate creation. Your vibration is your point of attraction, and the law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. So your vibration is your point of attraction. That's where you're going to summon spirit energy or source energy or whatever word you want that represents the universe interacting with you, interfacing with you based on what you're putting out. So put out some really good ones. All right, one space still open for the Mexico vacation, February 21st to 28th. I'll say it for another week or two until we get a bite on that. Otherwise, have a great day. Peace be with you all.